Oh my God! Hello and welcome everyone to another Icon TV show. What is this that I'm wearing?
Well, I thought we'd have uniforms.
Oh God! This is the uniform you picked?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
How you like it, everybody? Someone said to me, "You guys should have uniforms. You guys should be a little bit more professional." I thought, well, forget the little logo, but what if we have matching shirts?
This is what happens when I visit Stephen at his house and he pulls out a shirt and says, "Andrew, we should both wear these. It would be funny."
I think it's fantastic.
Funny for him.
You guys, you got it.
I can't. You can pull. Look, he can pull it off. I cannot pull this off.
Yes,
I look like
yes,
I'm wearing pajamas.
You know what's really great? You got to have fun with this, you guys. And if I'm not having fun, I'm not doing it again. That's it.
He's not giving me a hard time. He's been doing we've been coaching and mentoring inventors for almost 16 years. Plus, Stephen's been giving Andrew a hard time for 16 years.
It's so much fun, you guys. It's so much fun. Okay, what are we going to talk about today? We just pulled
Apparel?
this stuff. No. Hey, I know what we can talk about.
Yeah.
Let's talk about toy brokers.
Okay.
All right.
Talk about toy brokers.
I just pulled that out of nowhere. Let me tell you the reason why I want to talk about toy brokers, because that industry, first of all, is a tough industry.
It's weird. It's different.
It's not child's play.
Weird.
This is not an
easy. It's not child's play. It's so funny. It's so funny.
It's not an easy industry. And I'll tell you the reason why. It's so creative. In fact, there's at New York, every February, New York Toy Fair. I've been there a few times in my past. There's over 7,000 ideas that are presented every year at Toy Fair. 7,000. Okay,
wow, that's a lot.
That comes from 1,000 companies plus a lot of independent product developers, toy inventors. So all this creativity comes because everybody wants to be involved in toys.
Well, because there's some really big hits in toys that make a lot of money, and everybody's going after that treasure chest.
I know.
And which is great. You know, you think like, oh, all that creativity, all that excitement, that's great, and it is great. But there's also a downside to it.
You guys, it's tough. Now, here's the trick. Someone asked me, should I use a toy broker? And that's one reason why I wanted to talk about this. You guys, it's really simple. The smaller companies, you can get right to these guys.
Yeah.
There's a great company called Fat Brain Toys. Eric over there, new product development. He'll get back to you the same day, he's told me. He's wonderful. You've got Spin Master. You got all these smaller guys that are just fantastic. Then you've got these big guys like Mattel and Hasbro. And guess what? They want you to go through a filtering system.
Yeah.
Right? And so the filtering system is working with their team of outside inventors. Those outside inventors that have been successful, they become toy brokers. Now, let me tell you the downside about this. There's a whole list of toy brokers. In fact, you could type in toy brokers. It'll come up on the internet. I did it the other day. It'll come up there, and you'll get the name of a list of all these guys. Call them up. See what they want. But I can tell you right now, they're always going to charge you money.
Yeah, I don't really like it because most of them will charge you like $200 just to look at your idea.
Okay.
They won't take on most of them.
Oh, no, they will not.
Yeah.
But
I don't like that.
But they do take it on.
They're legit, most of them.
No, they're legit.
Yeah.
But let me tell you the process. They're going to take it on. Any of these toy brokers are going to hate me exposing all this, but I'm going to do it right now.
No, they know
they're going to hate it. I'm going to give you all the juice. They're going to take it and they're going to say, look, they're going to have to work on it, and you're going to pay for it. They might say, look, you need a prototype, because in this industry, you need a prototype. So they're going to say, I need to build it, because they're great at building prototypes.
Yeah.
But they're going to charge you.
Yeah.
But that's what you need.
But then you kind of wonder, are they just trying to make money off me on the prototype? Or are they really interested in the product?
And then they're going to show it to trade shows, right? And they're going to have you pay for it. They charge you when they go to a trade show, right? Okay, so, and they won't even tell you who they're meeting half the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you're racking up expenses here, right?
You have to work on a lot of toys before you get a hit. And so I don't really... So we got an approach here, right?
Well, here's the problem, you guys, and Andrew just hit upon it. Because there's so much creativity, because people like it, and because there's so many people want to jump in because of that one hit, and they remember from their childhood how great toys are.
Sure.
What happens is it's really hard to come up with something new that hasn't been done before. You can, but it's going to take you time. My old boss, Dave Small at Worlds of Wonder, started a company called Shoot the Moon, and I interviewed him years ago, and he said, Steve, the difficulty is when people jump into this industry, they don't know the history.
They end up reinventing stuff that got taken care of a long time ago. Yeah. So what are you saying? People should do their research if they're doing a toy
Well,
product.
you realize you're going to need to stay with it.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're going to need to stay with it long enough to go back, and you're going to get a lot of rejection at first, right? But if you get the rejection, right, from the smaller guys, that's fine. Maybe they can help you what you're looking for. But just realize it's very competitive, and you're going to need to come up with something new that no one's ever thought about before, and that's not easy to do. That's why I get out of that industry.
But our approach is basically, if you're going to work on a toy product, realize it's a lot harder than other product categories because there's a lot of people, very, very competitive. To me, if you had a whole bunch of ideas over here in kitchen accessories or automotive accessories or things, and then you had a toy idea, I'd say, you know what, if you haven't busted your chops yet to get experience licensing, I would work on those other categories because toys, you're going to need to work on more before you get a hit. It's just volume.
You're going
volume.
You're going to need to stay with it. You're going to need to do some other stuff too.
Some people are passionate about it, though.
Yeah, okay.
People are like, I love toys. Toys are my life.
Okay,
you know?
well, in that case, just realize, don't quit your day job quite yet, because it's going to take a little longer.
If you do decide to work on a toy product, here's the approach. You make your entire list of all the companies you want to hit, and you hit all the ones you can get into. And even the big guys still try to get in. We've had some students go around back
I know, it's not easy.
Okay. You make your entire list, and if you can't license it to one of the ones you caught in, then you make a list of all the companies, and you approach some toy brokers and go, here are the ones I couldn't get in. Can you get into these ones?
Okay.
But I just don't like that most of them charge $200, and then most of them are trying to sell you services.
I know, but the thing you have to realize, they do have access. And the guys that are real current, make sure you look at what they've licensed currently.
That's true.
Okay.
The last thing they licensed was 10 years ago.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Find the guys that are current, find the guys that are really in the game, and look at all the things, because they'll put up on their webpage. When you go to like Shoot the Boom Dave Small, you'll see everything they've licensed, and you'll see what they've licensed 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and what they've licensed last year. Make sure whoever you work with is in the game today.
Good advice.
Because they'll have those contacts. And remember this, if they're really good at this, the toy companies actually come to them. I know people don't even realize that. They do a circuit and they stop by. So find that toy broker that's in the game, that's licensing, right? And make sure you can do some of the own
Try it on your own first. Try it on your own first. And this is a disclaimer every single time. Steven gets tired of this disclaimer, but it was really important. There are legitimate toy brokers. Don't look for an invention broker. Please, don't. Don't do it. You've got to. You can get directly to these companies that are outside of the toy business, and you can even get to a lot of the smaller ones in the toy business. But don't look for a company that's going to do it all for you. There are legitimate brokers in toys. I have never met an inventor that had an invention broker license their product. In the 16 years I've been doing this, I've never met a single one.
Kick the tires on anybody you work with. I don't care who it is. Type in complaints, type in lawsuits, whatever. Make sure they've got a good resume, good portfolio, and they're in the game. But you guys, the reason why I want to talk about this, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. In fact, I was in the toy industry, and I loved it.
Yeah.
And I got out.
Yeah.
I licensed a couple things. I thought, this is too hard. So I jumped out and did other ones.
It's very competitive. But if your passion is toys, we go for our passion. People thought we were nuts. We wanted to educate inventors. Nobody's doing that. And coach and mentor inventors. We follow our passion. If your passion is toys and you're like, this is what I got to do, you can absolutely license toys.
It's going to take you forever. No. Okay, thank you, everybody. Thanks for listening. I love these shirts. Hey, give us a thumbs up on the shirts, okay?
Please, and write about how Steven's a terrible person for making me wear this shirt.
I love it.
Take care, everyone. Keep inventing. Catch up with you next time. Bye-bye.